This video will show you how you can use famous singers as your personal vocal coach, how you can learn directly from the best. This is the fastest way to learn any song, and it's free. I call it the Famous Singer Framework. Humans are great listeners and great imitators. That's one of the reasons we were able to develop language. As a singer, you can use this skill as well, but you might need some extra help knowing what to listen for. With singing, other things are important than with speech. When I hear a new song and I like it, I often listen to it a couple of times until I get the basic melody and then jump straight into singing it myself. Sometimes I forget about the original for a while and I can spend hours trying to fix tricky passages. But then, if I'm lucky, I remember this. When artists release a song, they have spent hours and hours practicing it, finding all the best solutions to the tricky parts. When we want to learn to sing their songs, we can do so faster by listening to them, really listening to them, and using their experience as a shortcut instead of trying to figure it all out ourselves. It sounds so obvious, but you'll be amazed how often just listening and paying attention to the right things will give you an immediate breakthrough. Before we start, every voice is unique. You might be unable to copy the artist at the same pitch, but that's unimportant. It's about energy. If the artist sings in the high range of their voice, you should sing in the high range of your voice. This might mean you need to sing the song at a lower or higher pitch. You can quickly change the key or pitch of a song while listening to it on YouTube by using the free browser plugin Transpose. You can find it on transpose.video. Okay, time to apply the Famous Singer Framework. Whenever you're singing a cover song and you have trouble with a certain phrase, here's what you do. Find a video of the original artist singing the song, preferably a video of them singing the song live instead of a music video in which they play back, because a live video will give us more useful information. Listen to the problem phrase intently. Don't sing along, I know you want to, but for now, just zip it for a second. Try to notice as much details as possible, and then immediately try to copy it. Here are 6 things to pay special attention to when listening and imitating. 1. What volume is the artist singing at? Volume is very important when singing. Certain sounds are only possible at certain volumes. Volume can sometimes be hard to hear because of production. In most cases, the mix engineer will increase the volume on the quiet bits and decrease it on the louder bits. This makes for a nicer listening experience, but it does make it harder for us to imitate. So try to listen to the volume you think the artist used when recording the song, not the volume that comes out of your speakers. Example, Billie Eilish's voice is always loud in the mix, but she mostly sings very quietly. Bruno Mars often sounds like he's singing at high volume with lots of energy, but if you really listen, it's often not as loud as you expected. 2. What vowels does the artist sing? Do they sing the vowel as it's supposed to be in the word, or does the artist modify the vowel? For example, do they sing for me or for me, baby or baby? Modifying the vowels you sing slightly can instantly make a world of difference. 3. Does the artist sing with added air? Here's an example with added air. He. And here's one without added air. He. You can only sing with added air on low volumes, below your volume 5 out of 10. Knowing if the artist sings with added air is an important clue as to how you could sing this phrase, because it'll influence your volume, breathing, and breath support. 4. Does the artist sing with a neutral sound color, or is it lighter or darker? Hey, neutral. Hey, lighter. Hey, darker. 5. When does the artist breathe? I often get singers not being able to sing certain songs or certain phrases because of lack of breath. The obvious first step is to listen to the original version. When you find you have a problem with breathing, you often missed an inhale in a weird place. 6. Bonus. Mouth shape. If you found a video in which you can see the artist sing, you can also copy their mouth shape. For different sounds, pitches, and volumes, different mouth shapes will serve you best. Using these 6 clues, copy the original artist as best as you can. Sometimes it can help to go extreme, to pretend you're a caricature of the artist. If you can do the extreme version and you find it's a bit too much, you can always do less later. Now that you've tried copying the original artist, decide if you want to sing the song like this too, or if you want to explore alternatives. Maybe the way the artist sang it did not work for you, or maybe your taste prefers something else. You can find alternatives yourself or listen to other singers covering the song. You can then repeat the famous singer framework for the cover song. Important, this framework assumes an artist sings with healthy vocal technique, but sometimes they don't, and even the greats can have a bad day. And because of modern production techniques, you no longer have to be a great singer to become a famous one. Luckily, there's two ways to quickly determine if their technique is generally good and worth copying. 1. Does their neck look relaxed? If so, copy them all you like. If not, if you see veins bulging out, cords in their neck, they might be straining and not singing with optimal technique. We can still learn from this, but should not copy this without thinking. I'm not saying this always means that a singer with visible neck tension has bad technique, but when imitating them, notice if you're singing, your neck, your voice feels good and not strained or painful. If it feels good, your technique is probably good as well. 2. Humans are sensitive to vocal abuse. While watching the video, if you find yourself flinching or wondering, I hope they're okay, I hope that felt alright, that was not comfortable to listen to, trust your gut feeling. If your gut tells you it was not healthy vocal use, it's probably right, and you should be careful trying to imitate it. If you want to supercharge your imitation abilities, you'll love my free ABC voice model. It'll show you all the important things to listen for in one comprehensive vocal model, and then it will help you copy what you heard. You can find a free masterclass on bobsmank.com/ABC. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll enjoy this one too.